What if the secret to becoming an amazing martial artist isn't about mastering flashy moves or spending countless hours of training? Instead, it's about the small, nearly invisible habits you build every day. Think about making tiny changes that add up over time, leading to big improvements in your skills, discipline, and mindset. Today, we're exploring Atomic Habits by James Clear and how these ideas can take your martial arts journey to the next level. By the end of this episode, you'll have simple strategies to start building habits that will make you more disciplined and effective. Let's get started. The power of tiny habits. Small changes lead to big results. In Atomic Habits, Clear shows us that small, consistent changes can lead to big results over time. For martial artists, this means daily practice, even if it's just for 10 minutes, can make a huge difference. Think about the effect of that commitment over a year. Here's a tip. Start with a small daily routine. Dedicate 10 minutes each day to practicing a specific technique or drill. Consistency is key here. Think about it. 10 minutes might not seem like much, but over a week, that's more than an hour of focused practice. Over a month, that's nearly 5 hours. Over a year, you've added more than 60 hours of practice. Small changes really do lead to big results. Here's an exercise. Right now, think about one technique you want to improve. Commit to practicing it for 10 minutes a day for the next week. See how much progress you can make with this small but consistent effort. The 4 laws of behavior change. Number 1, make it obvious. Creating cues that trigger your training habits is essential. For example, set out your gear the night before or schedule your practice sessions at the same time each day. Keep your training gear in a visible spot where you'll see it regularly. This visual cue will remind you to head to the academy and eliminate excuses. Here's a real-life example. Take Jill, a dedicated martial artist who struggled with consistency. By simply placing her gear at the foot of her bed each night, she created a powerful visual cue. Every morning, she saw her gear first thing, which reminded her to head to the academy. This small change helped Jill develop a daily training habit. Number 2, make it attractive. Linking your martial arts practice to something you enjoy can make it more appealing. This could be listening to your favorite music while heading to the academy, or rewarding yourself with a treat after practice. What's something you enjoy that you can pair with your training sessions at the academy? Maybe it's a certain playlist for your drive, or a favorite post-workout smoothie from a nearby cafe. Think about it and make your trips to the academy something you look forward to. Number 3, make it easy. Reduce friction by simplifying your training process. This could involve having a set routine or ensuring your training bag is always packed and ready to go. Keep your gear organized and ready to grab on your way to the academy. A ready-to-go bag means no excuses to skip training. Here's a practical tip. Spend a few minutes today organizing your training bag. Make sure your gear is easy to access and your bag is packed and ready to go. This small effort can make a big difference in your consistency. Number 4, make it satisfying. Celebrate your progress and milestones, no matter how small. This could be tracking your improvements or sharing your achievements with your training partners at the academy. Here's a challenge. Start a training journal if you haven't already. Write down what you practice each day and any improvements you notice. At the end of the week, look back and celebrate your progress with your training partners at the academy. Building a system of atomic habits. Focus on the systems, not goals. Clear argues that while goals are important, the systems you put into place are what drive long-term success. For us, this means developing a consistent training schedule, having regular feedback sessions, and continuous learning at the academy. Create a weekly training schedule that includes practice, rest, and review. Stick to this system, and you'll see steady progress over time. I've been training for over 25 years, and one thing that I've learned is that while goals are important, it's the systems you put into place that really drive your progress. Goals give you direction, but systems keep you on the path. My weekly routine includes specific days for sparring, technique drills, and recovery. This system keeps me disciplined and constantly improving. The 2-minute rule. Start small to build momentum. The 2-minute rule suggests beginning with a very short practice session to overcome resistance. Once you start, you'll likely continue beyond those first few minutes. When you're feeling unmotivated at home, after school, or after work, tell yourself you only need to drive to the academy and do your warm-up or a single drill. Often you'll find that once you've begun, you're motivated to keep going and practice more. The Goldilocks rule. Keep your training in the Goldilocks zone, where it's challenging but not too hard. This balance helps you stay engaged and avoid burnout. At the academy, you'll find challenges that are just right for your skill level and push you a bit further. Use the Goldilocks rule when tackling these challenges to make sure that they stay in that perfect zone. Here's a real-life example. Take Mark, a beginner who felt stuck. By setting slightly harder challenges each week, like increasing his sparring rounds or adding more complex techniques, he stayed engaged and continued to improve without burning out. Creating an environment for success. Optimize your environment. Your surroundings play a huge role in your habits. Make sure the academy is a place where you can focus and stay disciplined. At the academy, the training area is organized and free from distractions. This is an excellent place that enhances your focus and consistency. When you're at the academy, take a look around. Notice how organized and clean environment helps you focus better. Spend a few minutes before class to ensure your personal space is ready for training. Join a community. Being a part of a community can provide support, motivation, and accountability. Training with others who share your goals can be incredibly powerful. Engage with your academy's community. Attend group classes, participate in events, and build relationships with fellow martial artists. The support and motivation are invaluable. Here's some insight. Lisa shared her thoughts on community. Training alone is tough, but having a community makes it enjoyable and keeps you accountable. We push each other to be better. Overcoming challenges. Use habit stacking. Attach new habits to existing ones. For instance, if you already built a habit of stretching every morning, add a glass of water right after. This makes building new habits easier and more natural. Design your identity. View yourself as a disciplined martial artist. This identity can drive your actions and reinforce your commitment to your practice. Try this challenge. Start your day with an affirmation. Look in the mirror and say, "I am disciplined. I am committed. I am a martial artist." It sounds simple, but it's powerful. Maintaining momentum. Tracking your progress. Regularly tracking your progress helps maintain motivation and provides a sense of accomplishment. Try using an app like Evernote or a simple notebook to track your daily training. Note what you did, any improvements, and how you felt. It's a great way to stay accountable. Reflect and adjust. Regular reflection allows you to assess what's working and what isn't. Adjust your habits and routines based on your reflections. At the end of each week, take 10 minutes to reflect on your training. What worked well? What didn't? How can you improve next week? This simple habit can lead to big improvements over time. Conclusion. Applying the principles from Atomic Habits into your martial arts training can lead to profound improvements. Remember, it's not about making massive changes overnight, but about consistent, small improvements that compound over time. Start implementing these strategies today and watch how your discipline and skills grow. Until next time, train with purpose, live with discipline, and strive to achieve your best.